So, so here we are together without the group because I forgot to turn the record button on for the last part of our conversation. So I'm really sorry about that. But when we came back from break, what I had each of you say into the circle is, what was the experience that was left? Where were you left? And let me look over and see if I might have taken notes, but you'll probably remember certainly your own, if not other people's. So here are some of the things that the members were, your class was left with a sense of gladness, of curiosity, of, and I wondered about the space, like when you take the plug out from the phone, taking the plug out still leaves a little hole. What do you use a hole? That was her question. Overwhelm with light and clarity, a bright light and open feeling of space, a stillness and yet concern about the roots that might still be there, a profound sense of peace, a fresh realization of power, happiness, empowered. Arlie, I put down scattering of dust. I don't remember now exactly the words that went with that, but that's the notes I took. See, Angelique, freed, cleansed, happy. Christina, a lightness and ease, a sense of relief, a sense of clarity. So, everyone is left with something in the field. You had the experience of that manifestation, personal choice manifestation. You choose, and again, using that word lightly, you choose a concept, a story or a concept, and energy manifests around it, and then you have the experience of it. It might be a mental construct, a thought, a memory, an emotion, or an actual situation. That's how the law of manifestation works. So this particular process, called the discreation process, works on the law of manifestation and personal choice. So basically, you call to yourself an energy of the experience, not the words. The words call an energy. The energy, you breathe it into your body, you intentionally experience it, and you manifest it, expand it, make it big. It's not going to stay, but you want to really experience it. Then you shift the process, breathe it out, and no cutting of the cords, because that leaves part of the cord in you. There's no need to cut. As Christina experienced, she, instead of chopping, had help, and she called in help, and they helped her disconnect the cords from her. Now, sometimes I've seen, like, I see myself unscrewing the screw or making the hook straight so it pulls out, whatever you have to do, disconnect, and you did. And then you got to let that energy go in. There's the form, you've disconnected, you've made choice. It can go back to light. Snap, snap, speak, sing. Okay, new field. Then you breathe. And where are you? What are you left with? And if you're left with a field that feels like clear, neutral, excited, anything like that, then it's like, okay, I can just let myself feel. It's like a neutral canvas. And then when you're ready, put a reality statement there. And the reality statement may be simply a claiming of that space. I'm feeling free and clear and ready to be held in love. You can just claim that space, or you can write the next phase of a story and of your story of where you want to be. Any energy that's just a little still off, then do another discretion. Let that come into you. What's the words? Let it come in, breathe it, go through the process, and let that be gone, and then see. That's called the ultimate discretion, where might have to do 1 or 2 or 3. Now, Angelique had an experience of like little snakes, but they were happy little snakes. And to me, that represented outsider energy. They were, they weren't, she hadn't claimed them and anchored them to her, but they were present. That's an outsider energy. And they also, she saw and sensed them like I am also seeing a lot of outsider energies that they don't know how to get home. And finally, somebody's coming along and saying, here, let me help you. And they're going, oh, thank you. They really are ready to go home. They're not mean, holding on to the last moment kind of energies. So all of that you experienced was just really amazing. Why are we doing processes? As I'm sharing information, as I'm sharing history, we're doing processes. Because knowing the history, knowing the why is the booby prize. We don't want to just know why. We don't want to just know cause. We want to do what needs to be done to get ourselves, our family, the world into a place of wellness, of balance. So there's actions to be taken. So, processes will be a constant part of what we do. I also, during this time, this last part of the call, talked to the fact that we are on this planet not to learn a lesson and make it our last lifetime. We are on a mission. And when the mission's accomplished, this earth will blossom. We can be here and play in the magnificence. We could choose to leave. We don't have to. There's not the dread of coming here. That's totally an entrapped concept. It's part of the outsider, learn the lesson. What's the lesson? We'll tell you what it is. Well, no, you did it wrong. We'll judge you. God's going to judge you. All of that is not true. You are here. You are volunteering to be here. There is a big mission. We haven't accomplished it yet. When we accomplish the removal of dominating outsiders, then we'll be in a space of sovereignty where we'll be able to bring balance and imbalance back together into balance, where it will stay because there's no outsider or constant activating chip or old contracts to throw us off. So let's see. I think that's all. What we are discerning is energy of evil. EVIL is opposite to what we're here to do. We are here to live, LIVE, live all aspects of our home of good. Contrary to that would be outsiders who would trap us and cause us to not be able to do that. Therefore, evil, opposite of live. Okay, oh my friends, I also make a correction. I was thinking we were meeting monthly. I do have some clients that I meet monthly with. So I was thinking we met monthly. So when I said we're a quarter of the way through, oh no, we're not a quarter of the way through. We're 1 month in. And there's still some really good stuff, some amazing things for us to do and be together. And I want to go back. I closed with this little poem, and I now took the marker out, so I don't know if here it is. This is the poem again. I wrote in '89. I am not in your world to tell you who you are or what or who you should be. I am here to love you and appreciate your power of God's self, or good self, as I would say now. So many blessings, and we'll see you next Thursday. And unless you hear from me, it will be the same time, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If we do make a change, it will be just to 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. We'll just do a half hour earlier. But I'll check in with all of you before, and you will hear from me if there is going to be a difference. Okay? Okay. Lots of love. Have a wonderful weekend.